Good morning, everyone. It is another cold day in southern Indiana. It's like 22 this morning, but I'm bundled up and warm. Um, I did a lot of journaling yesterday, and I think it is good advice if you are asking those questions to journal them out and kind of let your self in your body and your ego and your higher self kind of all coming together and putting those thoughts onto paper. Um, and I had a lot of personal breakthroughs yesterday that felt, and even this morning, feel like such a fantastic weight lifted off of my physical body. Things that I've carried for years since childhood that are just, I don't need to carry them anymore. And that's really special and amazing. And I would wish and want that for anyone, to have that breath and release. Um, I also feel the need to mention we all have hard times. And I made a video the other day about this. And you can have hard times where you've asked for something to happen, to manifest it, and you are going through this hard time because the universe, God, source is setting you up for something more amazing, and you've got to lose some of these people, things, whatever. The other time is sometimes when we're not learning a lesson, and that's really hard. And it might be hard to distinguish between the two, because you might be saying, hey, help me out here, I want to grow, I want to learn. And it's going, you need to learn this lesson. And those times are really tough too. And for me personally, I went through this kind of desert period where I was really alone in a lot of my growth. And then I had some people come in my life that I thought clicked and were friends, and they just weren't actually the people for me. And that was another lesson. And then I had some amazing people come into my life, but they're a little bit further away, but they're still an amazing influence. So many of them are friends and mentors for me. But I was still looking for my close tribe locally. And that really started coming into the picture several months ago. And some of those people I've known for a long time, and some of them I just met, and it's still beautiful and amazing. But I don't know if I hadn't gone through that desert period, if I would have been ready in the same way. So I guess if you're alone right now, I hope that's some comfort. If you're going through a hard time right now, try to see if you can change your perspective of, this is setting me up for something else, or what is the lesson I'm trying to be told here? It's hard because the world does not teach us that perspective at all. It really says, this is being done to me, and this is hurting me, and you're being punished because you did something wrong. That sounds horrible. And how many people does that set up for a very miserable existence? Changing perspectives is really hard. It's a habit. It doesn't happen immediately. It doesn't happen overnight. But I feel like once you start leaning in to those intentions, something starts to go off in your brain or your heart. It says, hey, what if we do it this way? What if we think about it like this? And it's up to you whether you continue as you've done, or you receive the message. And that's the hard part, because we have free will, right? We have to choose. You have to choose every day how you're going to show up. But there's such amazing things that have happened to me as I've grown and shifted perspectives from what I've been taught from the world, and you couldn't pay me to go back. So I know that's a lot of different messages packed into like 6 minutes. And I'd love to talk longer about it, but I have some things I need to do today that I can't. So I'd encourage you, if any of those things are resonating with you, maybe get a journal out. It can be a notebook. It doesn't have to be some pretty book. It can just be a spiral bound one subject notebook that you write your thoughts and feelings. And if you start today, I bet a month from now you'll see growth. And I bet 6 months from now you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm such a different person. And I like that. And as always, if this message doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. We're all at different points and places in our life, and sometimes we're open to certain messages and sometimes we're not. Have a wonderful day.